Yo, I see you got all the Simpsons tats. You got Krusty and Homer.
Yeah.
Do you are you like Simpsons like fucking season fucking 40 at this point? Like, do you still watch Simpsons?
Nah, not really.
Yeah. Since they took away fucking Abu and
Yeah, rest in peace to Apu, man.
yeah, they got rid of him, bro. It's crazy.
But yeah, I like Simpsons. I like Futurama. I like animated shit.
Would you put Simpsons over like as like above Family Guy and South Park?
That's tough, man.
Boondocks is up there too.
Boondocks is up there too. But I think as far as like, all right, Family Guy and Simpsons, I don't know, man. It's
close.
like watching two different comedians, though.
For sure. But it's very close, like in terms of like how iconic. I mean, obviously the Simpsons are the most iconic animated television show ever. But like Family Guy kind of pushed. Like Family Guy was so fire that they had to bring it back after it got canceled because the DVDs dropped and everybody watched it. I don't know how old you are, but what happened was Family Guy got canceled and then the DVD box sets came out and everybody got the DVDs and them shits were booming and then they had to bring it back.
Yeah, I had got some of those DVDs.
Yeah.
I was like too young to be having those DVDs.
Family Guy was heat, but it just pushed the limit more than Simpsons in a way that like South Park always pushed the limit, but I feel like Family Guy was like the Simpsons, but like hella aggressive.
Simpsons is like 90s Bulls, though, man.
Yeah, for sure. Simpsons
it's like
for
the
sure.
like,
yeah, they are like the 90s Bulls for sure. And then Family Guy's like the fucking Shaq and Kobe Lakers, maybe.
Yeah, but I still love both of them. There's days where I get home and I'm like, let me just put on some
Old
Simpsons.
Simpsons is the best because you can just pick any fucking like of the first like 20 years, just throw on like a shuffle or something.
But some days I'm in Family Guy mood and I'm like, this is, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's just like watching, I don't know, man. Chris Rock or Mitch Hedberg, you know what I mean?
Very different.
Very different.
Very different.
But both very funny.
Yeah, for sure. Mitch Hedberg, rest in peace, one of the greats.
Rest in peace, yes, sir.
His delivery was crazy. Your delivery's so dry, which is why I fuck with you, bro, because your like shit is so like I like that kind of shit. Like the way you deliver your jokes is so. I appreciate it. I've always enjoyed like kind of like dry humor.
I never understood what my humor was until I started reading comments. But I never was in my head like I needed like if I just say dry or if I just like people would be like, bro, he's so mellow. I was like, I am, but I think in my head I'm just so like focused on like just say this and then say that and then I think it'll work. But I never pictured or thought about like what I sound like, or like, you know what I mean?
Nah, and then you don't think about it until you fucking look at the feedback and you're like, oh, maybe I do that.
It's like running for a touchdown. You're not thinking about how you look when you're running. You're just like, just get in the end zone. And then you watch the video and you're like, damn, I run like a duck. Like,
are you grew up a Cowboys fan?
Oh, nah, not really. I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan by default. That's my city. Like, that's
fucking Luka and the Mavs are in the finals.
Mavs, yeah. I'm a Mavs fan for sure.
You guys got the fucking greatest Caucasian to ever live on the Mavs.
Bro,
Luka is all-time white already.
Bro, and then we got Kyrie. I was always a big Kyrie fan.
Kyrie's one of my favorite players ever. I'm a big LeBron fan, so watching him on the Cavs was just, I mean,
it's been so my main, like, problem over the last like year has been trying to find a Kyrie jersey that fits.
Oh, like
I don't like ordering shit online, so every time I try to go to a store,
they don't have small or medium.
They don't have like the medium, or they don't have the Kyrie jersey. I got a Luka one, but I'm like obsessed. And every time I go to a store and there's no Kyrie jersey, I'm like more obsessed with getting it now.
Well, now they gotta have them. Now they're in the final.
Bro, now they're sold out for sure everywhere.
For sure. Yeah, Kyrie, I hope he fucking... Because the fact he played for the Celtics and that shit went the way it went.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Mavericks, bro.
Of course I am too. And you know what's crazy though is I'm actually a little bit of a Celtics fan too. Like when I wasn't watching the Mavs game, I'd watch like the Celtics, you know. When I was a kid, I started like in the Celtics back when they had like Rondo,
Kevin
Garnett. Yeah.
No, that was a good team. Yeah.
So these are gonna be badass games, man.
Dallas gotta be on fire, bro. If they fucking win, because you guys won you guys beat my Diamondbacks in the fucking World Series last year.
Yeah, that was, you know, my first live Mavs game ever was the game when the Rangers won the World Series. The Mavs were playing the same night. That was my first time ever going to a
So you were
live
at
game.
the Mavs game that night, and then so the arena probably went crazy.
Yeah, they played the game. The Mavs game was over, and they played the rest of the Rangers game on like the big jumbotron
Oh,
shit
that's
in the
fire.
center.
And everyone just hung out and waited.
Yeah.
Have you had any interactions with any of the Mavs guys, or like ever ran into like Mark Cuban somewhere or something?
That game, I got to sit courtside.
Oh, so you were
I had,
courtside.
Like, yeah, I had like this little deal with the Mavs where like I would make like a content video like, yo, this is what my experience was at the Mavs game. One of my media manager pulled that off for me, man, and Mark Cuban was there, and I was gonna shake his hand, but there's so many people yelling and like talking to this dude, and he's just like, hey, how you doing? So I was just like, all right, you know, I didn't want to bug that dude.
I got to sit courtside at a Suns game 2 seasons ago, and I was like, this is a dream come true. Like, I'm sitting on the floor of a Suns game. Like, the players are right there. I was like, damn, like, I didn't pay for the tickets. But it was like, man, when I was a little kid, all I ever wanted to do was sit courtside.
You know what it felt like is because I'm sitting there and then I'm having flashbacks to just sitting on the side of a court at the park watching like the big kids
You
play.
hear everything.
Yeah.
Like motherfucking James Harden's like inbounding the ball. He's on the Sixers at the time. His Suns are playing the Sixers, like inbounding the ball, talking shit to Chris Paul, like inches from me. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. You hear these fools talking shit to the refs, like you hear it all.
Bro, I like when I'm watching the game on TV and I can tell like when there's like a close up on Luka or something. Like I think it was game 2. It was like game 2 or 3 of the Mavs versus Minnesota, and Luka made a basket, and then he said it looked like he said, "Go home, bitch." And then later on Instagram, they show where he said that, and I was like, "Hey, he did say that." I like when I can lip read the trash talk and I get it right.
Talking that shit.
That's got to be so annoying.
When he hit that shot and he yelled at Rudy Gobert, I was like, and then everyone tried to speculate what he said. He's like, I didn't say any of that. I was talking to him in whatever fucking language. But then he was like saying, I think he was saying, "Go home, bitch," or some shit to the crowd, right?
Yeah, he was saying to the crowd.
This fucking dude is a sick ass bro. That fool's amazing, man. Shout out to Luka, man. All right, so for people who don't know, man, how can they support you? Obviously, you got your tour. You got a lot of tour stuff going on. For
anybody who doesn't know me,
merch,
wants to come out to a show, follow me on Instagram at Ralph Barbosa 03. We started selling merch at shows, but I never was consistent with merch.
Bro, you gotta drop that merch, man.
I got it now, but I need to like work on like a little online store too. But right now we just sell them at the shows, shirts, stickers, working on other stuff.
Right.
But yeah. Now I got like a little bit of a team rolling with me, so they kind of help me out. My buddy Jaime is over there, helps me stay on top of shit. You know what I mean?
Are you doing anything else in the hip hop space? Obviously, you did some skits on Mexican OT's Lone Star Luchador album, which were great.
I don't want to say too much, because then if things don't work out, then they'd be like, "We're happy with that."
Yeah.
But nah, I'm a big hip hop fan. I'm just happy to be around for whatever I can be around, listen to whatever's coming out.
What's your fucking give me like your top, who's your top 5 and give me like your top 3 albums ever?
My number 1 greatest album of all time to me is UGK's Riding Dirty.
Fire.
My top 5, and it doesn't really fall to like.
Did Riding Dirty? That's the one with Murderer and
Murder,
Pinky Ring,
Pinky Ring
and all the
High Life.
Oh man, fucking classic.
Diamonds and Wood.